Hey, so today we're talking about how the stock market is looking like the wild, wild west and how you can win. Also, Calendly app has just turned to a $3 billion valuation. And lastly, the trials and tribulations of building a team. Are you ready? Welcome to the Saymichael podcast. What up? Welcome to the Saymichael podcast, one man's attempt at business, family, and comedy. I'm your wonderful host, Michael Aigbedion. And yes, before we continue, unfortunately today we cannot introduce the super producer Saymichael because he's out on a family emergency. But look, everything's all good and he's here in spirit, so shout out to him. But man, we are here at the 56th episode. Woo! You can't get any better. I know you're feeling good. I know you're feeling good right now because I'm feeling great. But let me give you a little backstory on what's going crazy right now with the stock market. The stock market going crazy, bro, crazy. And the reason why is because, man, how can I break this down? Do y'all remember in 2008 with the when Wall Street was crashing due to all the real estate and the bad deals, and there was a company called Lehman Brothers, and how Wall Street was betting against Lehman Brothers, saying that they're going to fail, and they pushed them down to fail, and they shorted the stock. That's what, shorting the stock is that you're, rather than saying the company's going to win, you're saying it's going to go out of business. So basically, they shorted Lehman Brothers. They made a bunch of money. And from there, people were like, man, that's kind of messed up that Wall Street wins by trying to make certain companies lose. So now you remember that 2008, come back to now. So retail traders like you and myself, the regulars, Main Street guys, are going against the big banks right now, the hedge funds, all that on Wall Street, and you can see the war happening in real time. It's like real history happening. Kind of reminds you a little bit of like when Bitcoin was going crazy and everyone's trying to like figure out what's going on. But in this case, the culprit in this one is a community called WallStreetBets, and basically, it's like a channel that you see on Reddit or on Discord. And what they're doing is that they're fighting against, they created a community and they're fighting against Main Street. So, not Main Street, Wall Street. So basically the hedge funds on Wall Street are betting against certain companies saying that they're going to fail, like Bed Bath & Beyond, Nokia, BlackBerry, GameStop, AMC. They're saying that, during the pandemic or whatever is happening with these companies, and they're talking down on them and the leadership and saying that they're going to fail. So they're trying to make billions off the loss of these companies, right? So then you got this underground community, Wall Street Bets, WSB, and they're saying, hey, let's troll like Wall Street, and rather than let them win by letting these companies particularly fail, we're going to pump a bunch of money and make a bunch of money and surge up all these stocks that they're looking at to lose. So we're going to make them lose a bunch of money while we make a bus load, right? So, and this has already made a couple millionaires already. But back to the subject, they like if you look at from last year, right now it's the end of January. So you're looking at last year of 2020 January to 2021 January. GameStop, that stock has surged by almost 9,000%. I'm talking about, wow. I'm talking about if you put $500, you would have had close to 60, 70K right now from just 500, right? And this is happening in real time where they're like, all right, you're just going to put a bunch of money into GameStop. But see, to me, it makes sense to put into GameStop given how gaming is now like a $56 billion like industry right now. But back to subject, so they're saying we're going to pump all these companies full of money and we're going to buy while they're trying to sell. So you literally saw like a war happen where like Wall Street's trying to push these companies down and sell them off. And then you have this Wall Street Bets underground where they're trying to like buy and, boost up these companies. They bought so much that even for AMC was able to make more money than they did of all the losses that they lost during this whole pandemic and no one going into their, movie theaters. So it's just crazy that all this is happening. But see, it gets a little weird now because after all that happened, they're actually like banned WallStreetBets off of these like channels. They're almost saying it's like, stock market manipulation, which it kind of low key is, but it's a free market. So the fact that communities can't come together and do what they want to do and purchase what they want to purchase in a free market is a little wild. It's kind of weird because, when the big banks win or the big banks lose, they're really sympathetic. But then when it's always where they want it to, where Main Street's always losing. Like, why can't the retail investor win? And it's kind of messed up right now, but they banned them off. I think they brought them back potentially. But if you go in the stock market now, if you go in Robinhood, you can't even find AMC. You can't even find Naked. You can't even find particular companies. Like they took them off, so because they knew that this plan was happening where this community was going to boost up these stocks. And it's a little concerning because you're like, all right, I don't get it. They could do it, but we can't? Hold on. They could come together and bet against companies, but we can't come together and bet towards companies for them to win. Interesting. But, that's what's happening right now. The Robinhood app is, they always talk about how that's the app that democratized trading. They made it easy for anybody to get into trading. So I urge for you to go into it because, again, there's some companies that are coming out. Another one that's going to come out, a little stock that y'all should look into is Bumble, because so many single people have Bumble, and that's a dating app, and they're coming out to the stock market here soon. But so it's crazy what's happening right now. There's a bunch of opportunities, like you could buy Bed Bath & Beyond. I wouldn't have bought that anyways. Hey, look, some of this, I did participate a little bit. And I did kind of get a little burned, I think the AMC stock, that was like $2.30. And that went up to like $23. Then for some reason, some glitch happened with like Robinhood yesterday when there's so many people buying AMC because everyone was planning to buy AMC. People said, buy AMC, buy GameStop, buy Bed Bath & Beyond, buy BlackBerry, buy Nokia. Everyone's just pumping in money, buying these stocks. So I bought AMC, and with the glitch, there's like a freeze that happened with Robinhood, and the price was like 22 pre-market, and then it went down to like 18, and then for some reason I saw it, like I was like, maybe I should buy right now. I was like, nah. Then it went down to 14. I was like, ooh, maybe I should buy. I was like, nah, let me wait. Then I seen it stop at 11, and it stayed there for a while. So I was like, let me go ahead and purchase. So I bought at $11. Then it skyrocketed back up to around $18, $19. Which is a small win, but it was a good one. But the crazy part is that now that they banned these particular stocks off, Robinhood, it's almost like, what do you do now? Do you just sell them off because no one else could buy into these stocks and, build them up, And, so it is a little weird. A lot of people getting confused on like what is right and what is wrong when it comes to your ability to trade in the stock market. But I would say, watch your back. Let me know if you have any questions and want to talk about this stuff because I think it's wild. Also, good news. The Calendly app. I'm not sure if y'all know about this app. It's called Calendly, and it's basically like a scheduling app. And look, the reason I'm so happy about this particular app is that, look, my brother recommended it to me. Then my boy Phil recommended it to me. It said this calendar app. You could kind of handle your schedule really well through this, right? So I used that particular app when I was scheduling people for interviews. It was super easy, super organized, loved it, super simple. That's what I love most about it. And then to hear that they just got a $350 million investment that now valued this company to $3 billion. Even better, that this is a Black-owned company. Let's go, Black-owned. It's a Black-owned company, but this brings to the question, right? Like, no one knew. They never led with race when it came to this particular company. And now you have to have two different schools of thought. Is it better to lead with, hey, y'all, hey, I'm a Black-owned company. Hey, y'all, hey, I'm a Black-owned company. Or is it better to just lead with the company and what problems that you're solving? Like, are you creating a good app? And that's how you got to look at it. Like, which one is better? Because Who knows? If he had led with, hey, this is a Black-owned company, would people have used it the same? Would people have saw the same value? Like it begs the question of what is best methods when it comes to promoting your company and being the face of your company. Because, in America, especially in America, but you could say almost anywhere, but in America, especially given how racist it could be, like leading with your race could somewhat be benefiting and it could hurt you as well, because, not everyone is as open-minded as they would like. So you look to, let's say you lead with the Black-owned, hey, I'm Black-owned, you're looking for support from your own community. And, usually our community, the Black community, is probably the most picky company. I mean, the picky community when it comes to anything. So they're like, oh, it's not perfect. It's not this and not that. But see, Calendly, the thing I love most about it is that I discovered it just because it really solved the problem for me. And that's what I lead with. Even for my company with the Water Boys, we lead with solving problems, convenience. That's like number one. That's the biggest thing. And I'm not leading and promoting on any large scale that, hey, this is a Black-owned business, this is that. And I don't know if that's, a good or bad thing. It's just something I've been doing. I just been leading with the solutions that we put forth for our clients. And that's just how we win. But again, you have to kind of pick your poison on that one because, this is all about strategy. Not every strategy. It's not one size fits all. So you got to see what works best for your company. But the Calendly app, the fact that it's an Atlanta-based company, and the guy is Nigerian actually who owns that company or who started that company, and they bootstrapped it. He used his own money to create it, and then he ended up getting like a few $100,000 to build it. After he got on the ground, and then now he's got an investment of like 350 mil to like valued at $3 billion. That's just like crazy. Like super proud of him and what that company's doing. Think they're really solving problems out there. So if you're looking into like using something like that, I recommend. Super dope. I'll keep you updated with that. And lastly, okay, as you know, I'm building a team and I'm a little overwhelmed and I'm trying not to be. And as I told you in the past, I try to work on me focusing on being more present, not thinking so far into the future. Because again, as you know, there's always going to be like a what's next, but there'll never be a now again. So you have to be present and understand that now is probably the most important time that you could ever be in because it'll go away that quick. And, with the fact that I hired 4 people in 1 week, and I realized that it's not as simple as I thought it was going to be. But see, the thing is that the team is building, but knowing how to do all these things right, there's no blueprint. There's no plan. And they said it's not even good to follow a plan. It's better to follow the direction. So I'm showing them the vision and where we're trying to go and what we're trying to do. And I'm trying to build more muscle, get more help so I don't have to be so overwhelmed. But even now, the hiring's got me overwhelmed. So I'm like, wow, this is crazy. It kind of reminds me back when I first started. Literally, I'll wake up early, 5:30 a.m., hurry up, go to a location, set it all up. I'll have my uniform on, about to wash cars, do all that. Then I'll have like a meeting upstairs. So I'll have to, get my suit. I'll change out in the car, kind of like Clark Kent, go up there, have the meeting, make everything seem like, got a bunch of employees and everything's all good. And then I go back down, change back out, and I like clean cars over there. That was like when I first started, trying to build the company. And then when I start to hire more and more people to help, it always hurt me because like I always started a new location because literally at that time, I'm telling everyone yes. So when people are like, hey, can you bring your car wash to our high rise? Can you bring your cars to, this property? Can you, and start up over there? And I was like, sure. And I'll hire a new employee. I'll train them for, about 10 minutes. Then I'll tell them to go over there. I'm like, all right, you good? Okay, cool. And I run and I hire another employee, train them for another maybe 10, 15 minutes, put them over there. And then now I have a bunch of untrained people in all these different spots, and I'm just putting out fires. I'm just calling this person, putting out fires. This customer's calling their issues. And I was just like, what have I done? What have I built? Like, this is just not, it's just not done right. So with those lessons, I had to understand that there is a way to build a team. You know, there's a process to it. There's a patience you have to have to it. It's not going to be overnight. And you have to make sure that you give people the time that's needed for them to succeed within the position. And, you know, I'm going through that right now. I'm making sure that everything's kind of written out. Things are organized, that we're going on a plan. Well, not a plan, but we're going in the right direction together. But see, my details, they don't work together. There's not multiple detailers on a single car. You know, there's one detailer per vehicle. And so this is more of a game of golf than it is like a team sport like football or basketball. So, you know, it's about what your individual performance is. And right now I have a particular employee. And I must say there's always a catch. I'll tell you that right now. And no matter how cold somebody is, there's always a catch. They could be super cold, but have a bad attitude. You know, super cold, super big ego. Super cold, but unreliable. Or there's always some type of yin yang balance that you have to like give up and sacrifice for someone who's like well skilled in something, you know, and it's just hard. And particularly I have someone who's really amazing at detailing, but you know, for a $75 car, or let's say $50 to $75, depending on what they're getting inside out or the signature, they're taking like 3-4 hours, 5 hours per vehicle. I'm like, bro, you're not doing a full detail. You're not doing a 400. So what you doing? He said, oh man, it was dirty. They had a bunch of grass. I'm like, just literally, it's impossible to take that long, you know, and make money, you know, and I'm, you know, having to break it down. Look, he's already at above 1,000 a week. So I'm letting him know, if you want to get to the bigger goal, which I'm telling him like 1,500, 1,600 in a week, you got to actually like do better in your time management. So having those talks, you know, it's different because you have to handle it in a way that is benefiting to these people, you know, because if you don't talk in a way, or you don't have it to where it's going to benefit them, they're not going to have faith in what you're actually doing. So, yeah, you're having these talks, actually being honest and having these real communications about what it's going to take to win. And it's important, you know. And my assistant, now that I've hired her, has been, you know, I've been training her the last 3 days. That's been wonderful, you know. So, but I actually, for a second, I said, hey, you know, I trained her for 1 or 2 days, or no, 1 day. And the next day we were kind of going through the same thing that we talked about earlier. Then I let her, you know, like do her thing by herself for an hour. And I realized that it's still too soon. I can't let people just do their own thing, because there's too many things that I understand that they do not. There's too many things in my head that I have to get out of my head on paper for them to understand what is really going on, because, you know, it ends up being a bunch of double work. And you know how much I hate double work by going over and doing things, you know, over again, or miscommunicating with the customer, confusing people, and then stuff like that happened. And, you know, I came into it thinking like, let me give her a trial, you know, but honestly, I should always be there working hand in hand, at least for a couple of weeks, even more than that, as long as it takes for me to make sure that we're all on the same page. Cause that's where we're at, you know? So I just want to urge you to make sure that you stay focused and stay present. Cause it's crazy out there. There's a lot of things. And you know, you can think into the future and you think about what's next, but just understand there'll never be a now again. So take care of your present, take care of your now, you know? I'm gonna cut it short because we must move on to the super juicy conversation with me and my wife, Bly, as you know. And I hope you enjoy it. We're about to, you know, end off this, you know, January. It's been a crazy year. I mean, a crazy month already. So I hope you all stay strong. Talk to y'all next week. Love y'all. Peace out. See you later. Yeah. Ha-cha-cha.
Why'd you even start it like that?
You know where that came from?
No.
You ever heard of it?
Mm-mm.
Ha-cha-cha. You never seen that?
No.
That comes from something. You should Google it. How do you even Google that?
How do you even spell it?
Ha-cha-cha. Ha-cha-cha.
Ha-cha-cha with arms out.
How are you?
I'm okay.
You okay? You're upset?
I'm upset. No, I'm not upset. I'm more, all over the place, I guess.
For real?
Yeah, I'm more stressed than anything.
Man.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good stress, though.
COVID stress?
No, I'm not tripping about no COVID. It's just my sister's engagement party is next week, so it's just, counting down the days until we put that together, and just the stress of just making sure it's perfect. That's it.
Your teeth look super good.
They do?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't brushed them in like 3 days.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
You look good. Your smell is perfect.
For real?
Yeah, it looks good. So you're a little bit like stressed because you got to help put everything together for your sister's engagement.
Yeah, and she's been a great help too. Cause like, most, well, I'm not gonna say most, but I feel like engagement parties and like bachelorette parties and all that stuff, the bride and groom kind of just like chills and then everybody takes care of everything, but she's been like on it. She's like, okay, I'm getting this and this and this. What are you getting? Okay, you need me to get this. Like, she's been really on it. So I do.
What makes a difference, when people are like that? Is that like a personality thing?
I think it's a personality thing. I mean, I'm the same way too. I know, like, obviously not for like our engagement party, anything like that. I don't even remember. No, we had an engagement party. We did in Houston. But like when I did my birthday party, I think I turned 31 or 32. My best friend was like, oh, I'll throw it for you. And I'm like, no, like, let's get together and we could just do it together. So like we picked the house together. We, figured out how we're going to divvy up the payments and stuff like that. So I think it's more of a personality thing. Some people kind of sit back and say, well, it's my day and I should be catered to. Whereas me, I'm like, I don't care. I think for the past few birthdays, I've been picking out like what restaurant I want to go to.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
hey babe, I've made reservations for my birthday. Like I don't mind at all. Like it doesn't bother me. So she's been like really, really helpful. And the fact that she's in Houston and we're here in Dallas is kind of hard to meet up, and get things done. But we're doing the best that we can, and it's gonna turn out great. I'm excited.
It sounds like you're selling something. He's like,
I know.
We're just trying to do the best we can and just, focus on the, future and just keep it positive,
Well, I'm a salesperson. That's what I do. So that's what I do. And then another thing that kind of like, not stressed me out, but kind of threw me for a loop. I told you like earlier this morning, I got an email from a person that I have no clue who this person is. And they reached out saying, hey, are you available this Friday? Mind you, today's Wednesday, to do a table scape for them for a table of 2. And I was like super excited. I'm like, yes, of course I'm free. Like what time? What's the special occasion? I'm sending like a nice detailed email. And I ain't get no call back, no text back. I got ghosted. I was like, first of all, how you gonna hit me up 2 days before the event and ghost me? And I responded like not even an hour after the email. But I was just like refreshing my email, like,
yeah, you're like,
happened?
hold on, did I send the wrong thing?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Did
like,
I even send the email?
Yeah.
Is it in my like draft box?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Has it not been sent? So that kind of threw me for a loop. But talking to you about it, you were like, that happens. Like when you have a business, like people flake on you. You'll be on the phone with them for like 30 minutes. They'll ask a million questions, and then when it's time to like, commit, they just I'll think about it.
Yeah, because it's really. That's why when people say strike while the iron's hot, is because if you don't respond like ASAP, their whole feeling could change.
That's true.
And they lose interest,
That's so true. And you think I would be used to that by now because it's like that in retail. You reach out to clients and you book appointments and they say, I'm going to be there at 2:00 and they do not show up, and you hit them up or they'll reach out to you a million times. Hey, do you have this bag? And you're like, no, I don't have it. And then finally you hit them up and say, hey, I finally got that bag. And then they go ghost, you know? So I'm used to that in retail, but I guess obviously I'm taking it personally because it is my business, and I want to see it grow. I want to do great things. I want to continue doing.
But don't you take both? Don't you take both personal though? Like when it happens in
retail,
at work?
Not really.
Hold on. When you say not really, does that mean that 0 or you take a little bit?
Just a little bit. So
Okay.
like for example, today I had like 7 appointments, and like maybe pretty much all. No, I'm gonna say 6 of them reached out and confirmed. And only 1 showed up. No, actually 2 showed up. And then like the other 2 or 3 said that they were going to come. Oh, I don't know why I said it right. But that they were going to come on Saturday. So I was like, okay, cool. But then the other, I think 2 or 3 didn't even respond, which is weird. Cause I'm like, I mean, they responded, but they didn't like show up, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay.
And these are clients that you know at all or not?
Some of them I do, some of them I didn't.
Yeah.
You know, these were clients that booked online. So they were kind of like given to me to call and follow up and stuff like that. But it doesn't even matter. I had one client that came through and she's my new client. And man, this lady, when I tell you, I don't know what she and her husband does, but they are like rolling in money. You know, they're a Black couple.
Black wealth.
Yeah, Black wealth. You know,
Sorry, that threw you too.
No, it's okay. They're older, so they kind of remind me of like our parents. I think they're around our parents' age, maybe like in their 50s. And this lady, when I tell you fashion, like, I mean, this lady looks like she stepped off of the Chanel runway. Like, she always wears black. I've seen her 2 or 3 times, black head to toe, but it's very classy, you know, very classy. She knows what she wants, you know, and she's very like straightforward, but she's very sweet. You know,
Yeah.
she's told me multiple times that she likes me and she just wants to work with me. And I'm like, okay, cool. We haven't even really developed that relationship yet. But when she says she wants something, I make sure I get it in. And then, well, I make sure I order it to get sent to the store, not get it in like that, you know? And then today, she bought a few things and she pulled out a black card. I was like, yeah, you got unlimited funds, you know? So she's really, really sweet. And before she left, she even told me, she's like, yeah, I used to work with this girl at Neiman Marcus. But you know, Neiman Marcus is closed. So she's like, I'm going to you forever. Like, I really, really like you. And mind you, we haven't really like talked like that. You know, when she comes in, I mean, she's in and out. She knows what she wants. I already have it put to the side for her because I don't want to make her wait. You know, she's that type of person. You don't want to make wait, you know? And so I just get her in and out. And when she said that to me, it made me feel good. I was like, wow, okay, well, I'll make sure I do what I need to do to keep you in my store, keep you as my client. So yeah, that was like a good feeling to me.
I wonder, you know, I feel like I know who you're talking about.
Really?
Yeah, because I don't know, but there's a one particular woman. This is at North Park. This has to be like 6 years ago. No, 4.5 years ago.
Okay.
And she drove this new type of Cadillac that just came out. That's like a super expensive brand. Yeah. But she oozed like
black excellence.
Yeah, she was just on top of everything.
Yeah.
She seemed so quiet and like subtle.
Yeah.
And immediately I could already see it. So then, you know, she ordered it, and I was like, I just couldn't connect. I'm like, how is it that like you look like you should be in the White House?
Yeah,
you know?
Yes, that's how she looks.
Yeah. And then I was like, okay, like what do you do? She was so like I wouldn't say humble. Yeah. But like she didn't want to like express like what she did and all that. Because I kept asking, I was like, something about you just seems like you know Oprah or something like that, you know?
Yeah, that's how she is. But she seems like she could be tough, you know, but she is also very soft-spoken and just very sweet, you know. Like,
this is exactly the person.
It could be the same lady.
Could be.
And the fact that she came and I happened to be standing up front. I knew she was coming, but I didn't know she was coming at that time. And the security told her to wait in line. And when she saw me, she's like, oh, that's Bly. I'm coming for Bly. And I was like, oh, hey. But she was walking towards the line to get in line before she locked eyes with me. So I was like, oh, that's pretty humble of her to stand in line, because we get a lot of clients who think they're just too good to be in line. They're like, I got money, I don't need to stand in line, you know? Whereas she was like already walking to get in line, and then when she saw me, she's like, oh, Blythe, I'm here for her, you know? And he's like, oh, okay, come on in, you know? So she seems pretty cool. I mean, I like her already. I met her husband the first time they shopped with me last year. And so he seemed really cool, whatever. I had to deliver packages to his car. So, I mean, so far they seem like a really cool, like, client to have. I mean, I would love to like pick their brain and see what I can learn from them.
Like what she does or what she did, because this particular woman said, oh, I'm retired. I said, okay, what did you do? She's like, I worked in government.
Oh, wow.
But she didn't say anything more. So I was like, Secret
Service, maybe.
No, this seemed like she was like a congresswoman or something.
Maybe.
You know, there's that one news lady. I forgot her name, Gloria something. But when I saw her, she came up, she got a car wash. Yeah. And this is a Dallas news lady. And she looked like she's like on TV.
Oh, I think that's my coworker's mom.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah, she drove this Lexus and she came through. Just like Lexus coupe. Yeah. And it like everyone's like, oh, that's, but when you see it, it's almost like I'm looking through a TV screen.
Yeah, I know. It's so funny. I met her for the first time and I was so starstruck.
Yeah.
I mean, mind you, when I first moved to Dallas, I did not have cable, so I was like watching the news all the time, so I knew who she was. And then when I started working at Gucci, and then a few years later, Gregory, one of her sons, started working at the store, and he mentioned his mom. I was like, wait, I know your mom. And he was like, yeah, she just retired. And it was just crazy. I mean, he still works with me now, but it's so funny. I'm always like teasing him. I'm like, man, your mom, she interviewed Oprah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, she interviewed like some big names, and then Oprah is like the one I could just say off the top of my tongue, because that's really the only person that I care about.
You know what's kind of messed up? I want you to finish first, though.
I mean, that was it.
I feel like people be hating on Oprah all of a sudden.
Well,
the last couple of years, people kind of been going in on her.
Why? I mean, you know what? I love Oprah, but I feel like and I follow her on Instagram. I feel like Oprah just a little too quiet. I feel like she don't really speak up when it's time to speak up, at least from what I see. Like when it comes to like voting or women's rights, I know she does certain things, but I just don't really see her face on anything. Like, some people look to Beyonce like that. Like Beyonce would speak up, but it'd be like last minute or something.
So, but is that any different than how she was before?
No, I feel like she's always been the same.
So what makes her different in the last couple of years that people have been kind of like really hating on her?
Well, I don't know. What do you think?
I think a lot of the whole Harvey Weinstein.
Well, what's going on with that?
When he, they just filed a lawsuit, not filed a lawsuit, but settled a lawsuit for him to pay his victims. Remember the rape victims all that? That's like, I think they were friends, and then like she didn't call him out, but then she spoke about Reverend's brother.
She said something about him. Reverend. Not Reverend. The one that married Russell Lee Simmons.
Yeah, Russell Simmons.
Yeah, Russell Simmons.
Yeah,
I said Russell Lee Simmons.
Yeah, so they're like, oh, why didn't you give that same energy to him? So they kind of felt like she was kind of like biased, depending on like maybe skin tone or
not skin tone. Oh Lord. Maybe based off of friendship. Like sometimes, look, if my best friend went down for some stuff, I ain't gonna say nothing either. I mean, obviously, I'm not going. I mean, if it's something bad, I don't know if I would say anything. If they went down for doing something bad and I had a feeling, I don't know if I would say anything either. But if it was somebody else that I barely knew, of course I'll say something.
Yeah, like maybe she went in on Cosby, or maybe she went on like R. Kelly, but when it came to like Harvey Weinstein, she was like, maybe because she's cool with him versus them.
Right. But see, that's your friend. That's like if that's your brother or your sister, like you ain't going to go in on them. You know, you're going to go in on the person that's, across the street, not like your next door neighbor.
I just remember because like a week ago, I brought up Oprah as an example to something that has to do with someone who's like very big in the community, or somebody who's like a leader. And they're like, Oprah. And I was like, hold on, when did Oprah not become that? You know what I mean?
She's been pretty quiet though.
Yeah, she has been.
Yeah, like I'm sure she's doing stuff for the community. I know she does a lot in Africa with like all the schools, building schools for like little girls, black girls and stuff like that. But I don't know, I feel like she's really quiet. She don't really look, and she probably gives, I'm sure she gives millions of dollars, but you don't just really hear it or see it maybe. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like she's not much of an activist maybe.
You think that's changing her legacy? You know what I mean? How she retired, how she was before she retired, and everyone's like, oh my God, Oprah. Right, she's retiring, and she was usually like the number one black female in America when it comes to like really leading the charge. Yeah. And, like even giving away all those cars and doing all that. Right. But all of a sudden, now she sells her own network, a majority of it. Oh yeah, I heard about that. Yeah. Yeah, and then, she created the own network after leaving and retiring, and then she goes into like doing the own network and doing all these shows, but she's not up front anymore. But she does these interviews every now and then. Well, you know who took her place? Michelle Obama. For real? I think so. I mean, people look at her like queen. She is though. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like there's nothing you could do to be Michelle Obama. Like she's creme de la creme. And I think Oprah is probably like right underneath. And then maybe Beyonce for some people. But I think, well, no. Then Rihanna? We forgot the vice president. Kamala? Yeah, she's under Michelle Obama. Oh, Kamala. Yes, Kamala. You said Kamala.
I mean, what's her name?
Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris. Kamala. Ooh, Lord, I'm craving a caramel mocha. No, but she's under Michelle Obama. Yeah. And then maybe Oprah. You know what I mean? Whoa. Maybe it's kind of true. Maybe Oprah kind of like got pushed down a little bit because Michelle Obama, you know? So
it's true.
Maybe that's what it is. It's not about Oprah anymore. It's about Michelle. You know
how y'all get.
You know, us women, we don't play. I mean, I still love Oprah. She's done a lot for, you know, people, black people, women, men, just people in general.
It's true.
You know, I follow Oprah. She does a lot of gardening though. She be at her house. She be chilling.
Yeah, but she looking vibrant though.
She does look good. She does. I guess retirement, you know.
Yeah, her hair be bouncing when she talking.
I know she got a lot of hair on her head, so she looks great. I mean, I love Oprah.
I saw in the bathroom a pair of white socks. Did you buy those?
A pair or a pack?
A pack.
Yeah, I bought those.
For who?
So I bought. Oh my God, here we go. I bought you a pack and I bought the boys a pack. Remember we were supposed to do a family photo shoot? Oh,
yeah.
Look, he thought I bought it for some random man that I'm dating. No. Okay.
You think I thought that?
I don't know. You gave me that look like, who you bought them socks for?
No.
Oh.
I'm talking about those socks because, I don't wear white socks.
Right, you don't. Okay. And you don't wear those type of socks.
And then those are like
tube socks, like basketball socks.
Yeah, so I'm like, did she just buy these?
Oh my God.
Because I like those. I like quarter. I like not the ankle.
Not this again, y'all.
I want the quarter length, you know? My God. And then I was like, is this like a joke?
Oh my God. I bought those socks because we were supposed to do a family New Year's Eve. Actually, I'm sorry, a family Christmas photo shoot at home. I already had all of our outfits purchased. Mm-hmm. And I figured, okay, we could either be barefoot or we could wear white socks because we were doing more like a laid back photo shoot. So I bought you some socks and I bought the boys some socks and I already had some socks. But yeah, we didn't do the photo shoot because we just got really, really busy. And, you know, when you decide to do something on your own, like things just don't work out the way you want it to work out. You know, I was talking to DC, my sister-in-law, and she was like, yeah, y'all need to hire like a photographer because, you know, you'll be committed because a photographer is coming. If you do it yourself, you would never get it done. And I mean, I remember like pushing back. Okay, well, not this Sunday, next Sunday. Well, okay, not this Sunday. We're going to do it next Sunday. And then before you know it, it was Christmas. And I said, okay, well, we'll do it for New Year's. And before you know it, it's like January, 27th, 28th, whatever today is.
Now it's like almost Valentine's Day.
Yeah, exactly. So we still have like fresh outfits, you know, like, I mean, I bought the boys' clothes a little bit bigger, so they'll be able to fit into it maybe in the next month. Maybe. I don't know.
We can still do it.
We can still do it. I mean, but.
Just cause.
Why
gotta be a holiday?
It don't. You know, there's this little cute family that I follow. They're from Baton Rouge. Mm-hmm. And it's like, obviously, a husband, a wife. They're a black family, and they have 2 little girls, and now she's pregnant. And they post, like, the cutest photos. They always have, like, matching outfits, but they probably post, like, 3 family photos a day. I'm like, what do y'all do?
3 different family photos?
Yeah.
Oh, like.
No, outfits. Like, they be changing it up. They be outside. They be on the train tracks. They be in the kitchen. And I don't know if this is just, like, they take, 30 pictures in one outfit. They maybe recycle or something. I don't know. But I don't are they working from home? I'm like, how y'all have time for all that? Like, I can't even do one for special occasions.
Here's the thing. When it comes to taking pictures for, like, social media.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I know I'm a little, I mean, you know, I think we're the same when it comes to that.
I get it. You know what I mean? Like, it's something that you can make money from. It's something that you get connections through.
Right.
There's a lot of positive. Social media is your friend, as they say.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
But when you think about it, when people's lives are YouTube, like, central, where they constantly, like, play jokes on each other.
Yeah.
And they're constantly, like, filming first person of what they're experiencing, like vlogging their entire family life.
Yeah.
It just gets to a part where it's like, what have you become?
That's the thing. Like, you do it for Instagram, you know, like when it comes to us and we take photos, I mean, y'all don't understand what happens before we take those photos. It's a lot of like, Ido, come here. Kenzo, come here. Why are you covering your mouth? Put your hand down. Ido, stop picking on your brother. You know?
Both smile.
Yes.
Both of y'all smile. Oh my God. You know this.
Yeah, exactly. How many cheeses are we gonna say? You know, like smiles. Like, it's a lot. And for me, I would have to get paid to do that type of stuff, you know, to take family photos all the time. And it could be cute. I mean, they come out really, really cute, super adorable. But that to me is a lot of energy to put out to get that. You know what I mean?
But what I look at it is like, let's say we had 3 photo shoots a day. Us as a family. Yeah. Wearing outfits, finding a place to go take pictures, getting the photographer, approving the photos, getting the captions ready, doing the whole thing. Right. And you did that like daily or somewhat, let's say 4 or 5 times a week, right? Your life is almost centered around, not around like growing as a family, just taking pictures for not likes, but like people's approval. Yeah, pretty much. You know what I mean? And people do get paid. I mean, some people I follow, they're like, oh, I get, 5 figures, 6 figures a year. And I get it, but it's a lot of work. I mean, for me to just take a family photo, for us to take a family photo for like Christmas, just randomly in front of our house, I'm like, this is a lot. And to do this for my, like, this is what I do for a job. It's a lot. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, does it make it, is it like authentic? Like, are you doing it? I think it's impossible. I think it's impossible, to be authentic. It's kind of like when people say, hey, y'all tell me what y'all want me to talk about on the podcast, right? Yeah. Or y'all tell me what y'all like and what y'all don't like and this and that. And then gets to a point to where at some point, if you keep trying to find things that resonate with other people versus what really resonates with yourself, I feel like you get lost there. That's you know what I mean? So I always look at that like, if you're taking pictures, there might be a holiday. So now you have to, figure out and put things together for the holiday and you plan ahead based on just pictures. So it's almost like a vanity type thing. No, that's very true. For holidays, I like to wear sweatpants. You know what I mean? I'm wearing loungewear. I ain't trying to dress up. But see, the ones I love the most of everything is people who don't put in effort. And and it's not really that they aren't putting effort. It's that they're making it look effortless. You know what I mean? When it looks effortless, like you didn't even work to put it together. Yeah. That's perfect. That's what you like. That's perfect. Like you just can't judge it because it's just like, people, like some people, like for example, they have something really nice and they brag on it. Yeah. Or they show off or whatever it is. And then some people just have just a beautiful life and they're just documenting things they just normally document. And it happens to be a nice car in the background. Happens to be a good view. Yeah. It happens to be a beautiful pool or something like that. Versus like centering the photo to the pool. Yeah. Centering the photo to the beautiful, you know what I mean? Right. It's just about you living your life, just being normal, super chill, no extra. But people don't know the behind the scenes. Right. But to me, that's the most authentic. When it comes off in a way that you didn't have to prepare for it, it's just organically you. Right. Yeah. But you're not gonna find it on Instagram. Unfortunately, you'll find it, but that's a key word. When you say you won't find it, what I mean? It's probably true because that doesn't get traction. Don't get the likes. Yeah. Like you can look at my page. Obviously, my page is not done up all cutesy. Like I really just be out here just. Like, I don't worry about the filters and all that stuff. Like, I'm just here just to have fun. And you can tell just by looking at my page, it's not all set up to be like an Instagram page or model, or I'm doing it for likes or followers. And some people, you could look at their page and say, wow, like they really put time into altering this photo. A lot of Photoshop, a lot of, filters and all that stuff, which is fine, especially if you're getting paid for it. But then when it's just like, just a post, hopefully your goal is to get paid from it because it's a lot of work. Yeah. What do you think about fake teeth? Do my teeth look fake? Yeah, they do look good and fake. For real? Maybe I should talk about teeth more. Oh my God. I like fake teeth. You do? It depends. Yeah, there's this one guy. This is crazy. There was this couple that came shop with me a couple of weeks ago and they weren't from here. They're from up north or Wisconsin, I think. And they came down here and he just came to get his teeth done. And his teeth look really, really good. They look natural. Yeah. It looked like it was his teeth and they just, it looked like he just got them whitening. But he got them done. They were all shaved down and got the fake teeth or whatever. But they look natural. So those are the type of teeth I like. But when it's like big teeth and it's hard for you to talk and close your mouth, that's a lot. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of when, I don't even know if I am allowed even to say this, when women do weave wrong. Oh, my weave be wrong too. No, like I feel like if you have a wig or a weave, that I thought the whole point of putting on, oh Lord, it's just wrong, right? I thought the whole point of putting on a fake wig or fake hair was for it to look real.
That's true.
So then when you have it where it don't look real at all, is that like a self-awareness thing, or is it that some people are just being too picky?
I think it should look real. I think you should have it look as real as you can, like this lace front thing people doing the lace fronts. And some girls, they hair be looking like real, you know, and then some girls, it look like they just threw a wig on top of their head, you know. There's this one girl that I know, she wears sew-ins, I guess, but man, I just feel so bad for her. I feel like whoever her friends are not telling her that like her tracks are showing. And I'm not saying like a little piece. I'm saying literally every track that's kind of like sewn in. Like, I don't know if her real hair has broken off because of the sew-ins, but her real hair doesn't even cover the tracks. So you see everything. And I'm like, I don't think her friends are telling her that she should lay off the tracks and just put a wig on, you know? But
yeah. But
some people be out here looking horrible.
I appreciate anybody who tries their best.
Yeah.
You know, that's fine. But it's the whole point of when it looks like you didn't try at all.
Yeah, exactly.
It looks like, why'd you even do it? Why'd you make that move? Because, you know, you see people got really nice new teeth, right? Because I feel like since COVID hit, that's a year of people just getting their teeth fixed, which is fine.
Not only the teeth, the whole body. Everybody getting their bodies fixed too.
Yeah. And yeah, that's true.
I know I should have jumped on that bandwagon.
Yeah, but there's a new thing. I don't know what it is too.
What is it?
When girls, you know, they get the
tummy tucks?
The tummy tucks, right? But it's almost as if they have no stomach at all.
Yeah, I know. It looks kind of different.
Looks so different. Almost like their hips come out in front a little bit.
I think that's what they want. They want the hips to come out. Yeah.
Yeah. So when they put on something that's like so flat.
Yeah.
And I'm like, even if you worked out and did everything, it wouldn't be like that.
I
know. Just, you know.
Man, see, that's what I want though. I want a flat tummy. But you know, I'd be like, oh, can you suck the fat out my stomach and like put it in my like butt? Or create some hips, you know, because I'm so skinny. I'm not skinny, but I'm pretty slim and I'm tall. Yeah. So I'm not like curvaceous, you know, but I'm like, oh, doctor, can you take some can you take some fat out my cheeks and like put it in my hips?
You would do that.
No,
oh my Lord.
No, I would never. No, I'm not.
Never mess with your face.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't mess with my body either. I wouldn't. Oh, thank you, babe. No, I wouldn't do plastic surgery. I'm not against it, but I'm not for it. I mean, I'm not against it, but for me, I wouldn't do it. Yeah. I feel like my body would just reject everything.
It probably would.
Yeah, they're like, what is this needle going in me? Get it out. Get it out.
Yeah, I think your body rejects anything that's not natural.
That's true. My body's so sensitive. And now that I'm old, my body's like, girl, what you doing?
Talking about old.
For my knees be shaking.
What's old to you though?
Me, this age. Oh, no, I'm not old. But I am like.
No, but what's that age when it comes to a point where you're like, you can officially say, man, I'm old?
I don't know, because I feel like as you get older, you get younger, right? They're like 40 is the new 30, 50 is the new 40. So I don't know.
Some people who 40 look like 70.
Man, that's so unfortunate.
Yeah, I know. That's you know when my mom says this every now and then. She says she'll see somebody. She's like, yeah, you could tell they lived a hard life. Yeah,
when they look old, or some people who smoke too. Sometimes they look old too. I know some people who smoke cigarettes and they just look so much older. And I'm like, man, you don't look like you 55.
Some people who smoke cigarettes look great.
Some people do. That's
and those people make me want to smoke cigarettes.
No, indeed. No. There's this one guy. He's my client. He just turned, I think 52 or 53, and he does not look it at all. He looked like he's in his 30s.
Did he smoke cigarettes?
No, he don't smoke cigarettes.
Okay.
Yeah,
I thought that was your point. So.
No, I'm sorry. I know. I just was randomly talking. But no, he doesn't. At least I don't think he smokes cigarettes, but he looks so young. And I remember when I first met him, not first met him, but like a year or two after he became my client, he told me he was celebrating his 50th birthday. I'm like, what? Your 50th birthday? Like would never guess. I thought he was my age, and he showed me his driver's license. I was shocked. It's like, why? But then I met his mom. His mom looks so young.
For real?
And I think she's like 70 something. Yeah, and she looked like she's in her 40s.
Wow.
I mean, not a wrinkle. And she reminds me of Jada Pinkett's mom, but she just has gray hair, but the same short pixie haircut, same little feisty, personality. She reminds me super just beautiful. Like her. Yes, so beautiful.
Gammy,
that's her name. Yeah, Gammy. Yeah, I'm gonna show you a picture. She reminds me so much of her, and she just looks so young.
You know that beach photo with Jada Pinkett's mom?
When she's like running or something?
No, like she's getting off the beach, and that's when it showed like she had like slight abs,
yeah,
body hair, and it was like it's almost like as if no one knew her mom existed until that photo.
I know.
Because when people are like, you see Jada Pinkett's mom? I was like, what? Jesus Christ, that's her mom?
I know. She got me over here looking horrible. She got me looking like a fat slob.
Man, it was just crazy and then shortly after that, she started to kind of pick up a little speed.
Oh yeah.
And then they dropped Red Table Talk.
Oh yeah,
what happened to Red Table Talk?
It's still going on. We just don't watch it no more.
No one really. I don't really see it being shared like that.
Nobody's talking about it, but it still comes on.
Oh, maybe that Will Smith situation kind of.
Oh, maybe because she wasn't honest.
Yeah, maybe that affected the ability to kind of be, again, honest and transparent and genuine.
Maybe.
That's interesting because since then, I haven't seen anything big about
me
that.
either.
Not hating though.
I mean, it was a good little show. Not little. It was a good show. Yeah. It was a good show. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe because she wasn't being like all the way truthful or honest. Maybe that's why some people just stop watching it or stop talking about it at least.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I feel like that's what you call it, virtue signaling, when people try to like talk about how they're being honest and talk about how they're being truthful. Yeah. But they're not showing an action. Right. Because you could tell the mother would hold back. Yeah. And that they would kind of not go so deep. And it happened really clearly with Will Smith. Yeah. You had to ask her several times, like, okay, it's your time to be honest. Let's be honest.
Right, exactly.
But she didn't want to have that conversation.
But it's her show. I'm sure she agreed to have the conversation on her show.
Yeah, but she showed her toxic ways.
I know. That was kind of messed up, though.
That was messed up.
Damn, I feel bad for Will.
Yeah, he's like, we had, what was it when she said entanglement, but then it was talking about a relationship. A relationship.
She's like, an entanglement. He's like, okay.
Yeah, he was just like, and that's probably their relationship.
Yeah, I'm sure that is. I'm sure that's the relationship. I wonder how it was when they turned the cameras off. He probably was like, look at you, can't be honest.
No, probably he probably
went in.
No, he probably hugged her and then like never brought it up again.
You think so?
Probably because
that don't seem like Will. Will look like he got a big old mouth. No, he looked like he say what's on his mind and keep it positive at the same time. But he seems like a sarcastic type of guy. Like he's very like an asshole. Yeah. To me that's what he seems like. But in a funny way. Yeah. Like he always say something but jokingly, but he still would be kind of like asshole-ish.
We need to watch the reunion.
What reunion? The Fresh Prince one. Yeah, we do need.
No one was talking about that either.
See what I'm saying?
Ain't nothing happening right now. What's good?
Maybe people did talk about it, and it only lasted for like a day or two.
Yeah, but I saw more advertisement than I saw people saying true. You gotta watch it.
What did it come on? HBO?
HBO.
Oh, okay.
That was already the first.
But nobody ain't got HBO.
Yeah, I was like HBO. You put on HBO?
Ain't nobody got HBO. What you talking about?
Yeah, could have put on Channel 8
or Netflix.
Yeah, but I think he did it for a money grab.
Oh.
Hey. Look, I don't want to.
You over here assuming.
I know. I was like, I don't want to spread rumors or anything like that because you don't see him doing like movies like that right now.
He getting paid off of Instagram. I'm sure he is. Yeah. Them little videos he be making, he getting paid off of Instagram.
Nah, you don't think he just got bread and just got someone following him around doing all that?
Of course.
So how's he making money if he spending bread?
Because Instagram is paying him to keep putting out those videos.
Oh, he's one of the.
He's an influencer.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a paid influencer. He got ads and everything. I'm sure he getting paid to drop them videos.
You know what's weird that just happened? Okay, R.I.P. Hank Aaron. He baseball player. He just died. Yeah. But 2 weeks before that, he got a COVID shot. Yeah, and he was on the news too. He got the COVID shot on the news, showing that I'm stepping up and showing you all this is my contribution to show you all that it's safe and that it's good and blah blah blah. And he dies.
Do they know how?
No, they haven't did an autopsy yet.
It's been a few days, right?
I know.
I wonder why they waiting.
I don't know. It's interesting though, because I saw they connected both the things, and he was like, had his mask on, and he had his jersey or something. No, not jersey. When you hospital gown. And they got him, and then he gave he gave a statement to say like this is his contribution to letting people know or something like that about, to stay safe and all this, and then he passes away.
Oh no.
So sad, right?
Very sad. I hope it doesn't have anything to do with the shot.
Yeah, I know. And then, Larry King, he passed.
Yeah, I saw that. That's crazy too.
Man.
I'm like 2021, you starting off just horrible. Look, we only 4 weeks in?
Wow, this has been a traumatic month so far. And I say it's not as bad as last year.
Yeah.
But it's very close because we got reminded about the whole Kobe situation. That was, RP to Kobe.
That's crazy.
Still painful.
I know.
And then you have Larry King, legend, dies from COVID.
It's crazy.
Then you have like Hank Aaron. Then you have the Capitol. And then they said they released something a couple days ago. Oh no, today, that they're planning another assault on the Capitol or something like that, and that they're I guess putting a higher level of security because they're seeing coordinated plans for another attack.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And then the head guy, the Proud Boys, the head guy, the leader,
yeah,
certified snitch.
Oh really?
Yeah, he's a police and FBI informant.
What? Is he black?
White dude.
Okay, because the
Boys.
picture, yeah, I know, but the picture they showed, he looked like he had a little tan.
Yeah, a little tan. Yeah.
Yeah, I said, okay, is he black? What's going on?
Yeah.
I was a little confused. I'm like, y'all listening to you, Proud Boys?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he's Hispanic though. I don't know.
He don't look white.
Yeah.
And he don't look like he in the he's the right man for the position. I looked at it. I was like, is that a filter on my phone? He was a little dark skinned.
Yeah.
A little dark.
A little dark.
A little dark. He look darker than me.
Yeah.
Had me over here questioning what I am.
You looked at this picture, you're like,
yeah, I was so confused. I was like, is that blackface? I was trying to figure it out.
Yeah, and
so he's a snitch.
Yeah, he's a certified snitch.
Come
yeah,
on,
he's a known informant.
Wow.
For the FBI and for police enforcement, and it's just crazy because I don't know if this is part of, maybe he's a spy or something like that.
So man, what does this mean? Now he has to hide out for the rest of his life because now he got people after him.
I would think so. I don't know what's gonna happen to him.
Man, and he was the leader?
The leader, yeah.
How did you become the leader? Did he start this or they promoted him?
No, I think he started it. Because, there's so much stuff being started right now. They're saying that they're even nervous about, and I don't want to even go into politics, but this has something to do with what everybody's talking about. But the Republicans are nervous that Trump is going to start his own party. They think he said something about the MAGA party or the Patriot Party.
Start his party to do what?
I don't know. Actually, it depends on the impeachment.
For him to run for president again?
No. I don't know. Actually, I don't even. I read about the whole Patriot Party, and then even the same day that I saw that headline, there was the Ford Transit. It was just a Sprinter type van or whatever.
Yeah.
It had Patriot Plumbing. Yeah, and it had flag, the flag, the flags all over it.
Oh wow!
And I was just like, You know what I mean?
So maybe he's starting this party, so he's taking the Republican votes. Maybe. Instead of them voting for the Republicans or Democrats, they're just not voting. Maybe.
Yeah, or he's just trying to maybe split the party to where it might destroy the party.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Come on, Trump, what you doing, man?
It's crazy.
Just go on vacation. What you doing?
Yeah, I know.
You can't just go on vacation.
You saw that one video where he's dancing?
No.
You seen it? Oh, you haven't seen it?
I haven't seen it, no, but I can imagine him dancing.
Yeah, he's no, it doesn't look good at all.
Oh, really?
It's very, very
disturbing.
Yeah. Nightmare. You can have nightmares from it.
Oh God. I need him to just go on vacation and just enjoy his life. Why are you doing all this?
Yeah, I know, man. So how do you feel?
I feel okay. I feel good.
There's a when it comes to, it's a good, tell me if this is a good question or not.
Okay.
If you had one more day, you can opt it out and say week, but hear the question first.
Okay.
If you had one more day to live, what would you do?
What would I do if I had one more day to live?
Yeah. It's a hard question.
That's a very hard question.
Yeah. You want to push it to a week?
Nah, if I had one more day, what would I do? I would spend that entire day with my family.
But what would you do though? Like, would you?
Oh, I would we would all just fly out to like, it would have to be somewhere local. Cause if I only got like 24 hours, it would have to be maybe like a 1 hour flight, 2 hour flight. You know what I mean? Can't take up most of my day.
Oh, so you wouldn't sleep during that?
No, I would sleep like 30 minutes before or an hour before I'm supposed to die, but I would spend it with my family, like my entire family, my close friends, or I would just throw a house party. I would just have everybody come here.
I feel some type of way though if I threw a party because it's my last 24 hours and then someone's like, hey bro, sorry, I cannot make it. It's like,
I know I'll feel some type of way.
I would feel some type of way. I was like, bro, I'm about to die. He's like, I know, but I just, I got a party I got to host. It's like, what?
I would be like, wow. Okay, well, I'll see you.
People
on
are like,
the side.
man, this starting to be triggering.
You think people are like that?
I think people are like that. You're like, hey,
if
bro,
you're about to die. You think?
Yeah, it's a, hey, bro, I'm about to, throw a party. I'm about to die. It's my last day. Can you come through? They're like, hey, bro, you probably hit you last minute. Hey, bro, I feel super bad. My fault.
Oh my God.
The person who's supposed to pick me up couldn't. My mom's having issues with the,
Oh yeah, people would make excuses.
It's all this type of stuff. You're like, bro, but I'm not gonna be here tomorrow. You're like, I know. That's why I feel bad. It's like,
Yeah, we would get a few of those people. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wouldn't put it past them.
It reminds me of like it's a word I think you like, apathetic.
Apathetic? What's that?
Yeah, like when someone has like, not yeah, when they're apathetic towards you. It means they don't care. They have no concern.
I know a lot of people like that.
Yeah, they're apathetic towards you. Like, you don't care at all.
Yeah,
So,
like,
I care, but I mean, I got to take care of me.
I mean, like.
So, yeah, one day you'll spend it with your family.
Yeah, I think I would have a house party. I would invite everybody over to the house, swim, barbecue, listen to good music, just dance, drink.
Ooh, that's going to be a sad party, though.
No, it'll be a good
No, because everyone's going to
celebration.
eat. But the people are like, man, you about to leave.
Yeah, I'll be like, yeah, but look, y'all going to have y'all day too, and I'm going to see y'all when y'all get here.
Would you want it like that? That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I would literally invite the entire family, friends, come through, like hugs, kisses, let's dance, let's drink, let's eat, let's swim, and let's just like live life like it's the last day. Like it is literally my last day.
No, but if you're like 80, no, that's too early. Let's say you're at 90, because I think you said you don't want to live past 90, right? You know what you said?
I think I did say that, but damn, saying it out loud, I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Look,
now that I got a family.
I know. One time I told Blah, I was like, I said, I don't know who brought the conversation about dying. I was like, oh man, I hope I make it to 100. I said, at least. I was like, I'd love to be 110. You're like, what? 110?
Yeah. Nah.
You can take me at 90. I was like, take you? I was like, what you talking about? You gonna give up? She's like, babe, I don't think I want to live past 90. I was like,
no.
What are you saying right now?
90 is kind of.
I don't want people taking care of me and wiping my booty.
I don't want that. Not at 90. You can't really do much for yourself. I gotta ask you to take me to the grocery store, and I'm gonna be a bugaboo. I don't want to be bugging people. Like, hey, can you take me to church?
Man.
Yeah, just go ahead, Lord. Just take me at 90.
If you made it, so if you lived to like 105, you'd be like, look, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I'd be like, why is it taking so long, Lord? No, I'm just
You try to kill yourself?
No. No, I would not. I'd be super thankful if I could live to 105. But I just know right now I'm tired. So I'm like living to 105. That's like 80. That's literally 80 more years. I cannot imagine me being here for 80 more years.
Do they, might be another inappropriate question. Do people still get it in after 100?
Actually, it's 70 years. My math was wrong. But
What do you mean?
know they
After
don't.
what?
No, 70 years. I said 80 years. It's 70.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'll be 35, so.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. No, I don't think they do. No.
At all?
No, I don't even think they get the urge to. I think they just
think
cuddle and I think it goes away and they cuddle and do little sweet kisses.
Look at us pontificating about this. When we go find some old people and ask.
Nah, I'm good. That's
ask our neighbors.
I do not want to know. No, our neighbors, they're pretty young and vibrant.
Mm-hmm.
They're old, but they be like.
I think one of them just turned 80.
Oh, really?
I think so. They
don't seem old to me.
I think they had their 60-year anniversary.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when you still like walking the dog in the neighborhood, or you still like, you know, putting up your flag every day, and you can, you know, go and walk, check them. I feel like they still probably, you know.
Yeah, but you know, I heard, man, this kind of made me sad. It was about it said after a certain age, it talked about how your body starts to break down.
That's me right now. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it says after 70.
Oh, I thought you meant like after 30.
Yeah, they said things start to take you down, and she started listing things like a doctor. She like heart disease, you know, strokes. Like she's naming all these things.
Heart
attacks. You know, like, you know, I don't know, infections. And I was like, ooh, after 70?
What do we do?
I know what she said. I was like, ooh, you know, but
take our vitamins?
Even better though, it said now, you know, people have been living older than we ever had before. People have, so I think the average age that people are dying, I think is like 75.
And I'm over here talking about some take me at 90.
Yeah, but see, back in the day, it was like 30.
Really?
Yeah, remember Gladiator days?
Oh, yeah, you're right. But see, before that,
35,
it was like
40 years old.
No, like I think not before Christ, after Christ. I don't know if you read the Bible, people are living to like 105, 115.
I think they're even longer. I think it was hundreds
longer.
of years.
That's what I'm saying. Like I think people are living longer. So maybe the gladiators went around that time. I mean, they were killing each other though. They were fighting each other. So maybe that's why, you know.
They were murdered. That's why they died.
They were murdering each other. That's why they're dying at like 30.
Man.
But maybe we just need to, you know, eat good, work out, take vitamins. You know, we just got to take care of ourselves now, because I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be 35 this year. And I already feel
nervous
different.
about it?
No, I'm not. I'm excited to be 35. I'm excited. But I do notice that, you know, this past year, I've gained a little weight. I could see it in my face. I got the little baby cheeks going on, my face a little round. You know, like some things is a little bit softer. You know, even after
you think that's an age thing?
I think it's an age thing, because even after having the second one, Kenzo, I snapped back quick. I was back to like my normal size. But now, I don't know, maybe it's because, but see, I've always been a type where I could eat whatever I want and would not gain weight. So now it's like I can't eat certain things because I'm like, that's going to put weight on me. You know, it's like.
Oh, so now you have that as a thought.
Yeah, I have that as a thought now.
Yeah, I used to see that. I used to see people who say, oh, I would love to have a piece of cake, but nah.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Just have it. But I get it now.
Yeah, and I mean, I still eat the things that I want to eat, but in the back of my mind, I'm like, I shouldn't be eating this. You know what I mean? Yeah. Whereas before, I can eat whatever I want. No, literally no thought. You know, like I had 2 babies and I was back to my regular size. But now I'm like, I got to think about what I'm going to eat for lunch today.
Don't think like you're perfect. Don't think like that.
Thank you, baby.
I think that's we could be hard on ourselves.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't look like what I used to look like. You know, obviously I can't go back to that, but I can work on being a better me. You know, at 35, I could be more fit.
I feel like low key, you could be the best you've ever been.
Yeah, sure.
Because you know, like some people get older and they just get better and better because they're like eating the right things.
Yeah, you got to put the work in.
Put the work in.
I got to put the work in. You know, like if I'm not, and it's not that I'm not happy with how I look. I love the way I look, but I know I could look better. Yeah. So I just need to put the work in. I just need to put the work in.
Yeah, I think we all have those.
Yeah.
I think no one's a 10, you know, so exactly. I think there's always room to try to get to 10.
Just a, you know.
Yeah, like, yeah.
I just need to eat just kind of tweak what I'm eating. I don't eat bad, but I need to cook more often, you know.
Drink less coffee.
Drink less coffee. Yes, man, I love coffee. And I think that's like the biggest thing for me is coffee. All that sugar. So I drink more coffee. I still drink coffee, but I changed the type of coffee that I get. Before I would always get something with chocolate in it. I had to have something with chocolate, and that's so much sugar. Even when you drink the coffee, there's like this thick amount of coffee. I mean,
at the bottom that you have to shake. Yeah,
chocolate is like literally just sitting at the bottom of the cup, where you can make another cup of coffee just off of the syrup alone. So it's so much, you know, sugar in those Starbucks coffees, but I love them. But I've changed the type of coffee that I drink now, and so instead of getting regular milk, I get almond milk or coconut milk. So I try not to get like the whipped cream and all that stuff. So I'm trying to stick to like just more normal coffee. So maybe that's why I've been a little bit more energized too in the mornings when I do get coffee. Because before, like when I was drinking all those mocha frappes and caramel and all that, it's just pure sugar.
Pure sugar.
Yeah, but when you drink a normal coffee, like you get the energy from it, you know. So
well, You're almost to your off day tomorrow.
I'm off tomorrow, yeah,
You
but
happy about that?
Not really.
Oh, why?
I mean, I'm off from my first job, but it's just so much stuff that I have to do, you know. And even with the house, like I feel like I need to like deep clean the house. I just want to hire somebody to come do all that.
Let's hire.
I'm ready.
Let's outsource. You know.
I'm ready.
So, anything else you want to share?
No, I think I've talked enough today, right?
Yeah, I think I talked enough too.
We talking their heads off.
Yeah, as you already know, this is always super duper good.
Mm-hmm.
Another one. Another one.
Another one.
Oh my God. Another one.
Another one.
Is that saying right? Another one.
Another one.
Oh my Lord. Thank y'all for joining us. It's been so good. See y'all later. Peace out.
Peace.
And remember that whatever makes you weird makes you wonderful. Peace.